setting up a meeting on your calendar can be quite simple. And we're going to explore both Outlook and Google Calendar here on how to set up reoccurring meetings. And we're going to explore multiple options on setting up reoccurring meetings. So stay tuned. I think you're going to find this very brief video informative. Here we're just setting up, we're picking up Joe at school. We can say it's all day. We're not going to do that. We want it to appear from 3 to 4 p.m. and we want to add some more. So we're going to click on more options. Again, here I'm in Outlook Calendar. We'll do Gmail, Google Calendar in just a moment. Here we're going to say repeat. Now if we want to repeat this, we can just say, I want to repeat this. Let's just say daily. So I want this to do every day, but I only had to pick up Joe 3 times this week. So how do I do that? Well, if I hit go, now what's going to happen is it's going to populate every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday until April 19th. I don't want that. I only want it for 3 days. So here I'm on January 19th. Let's just click on the 21st. So I just want it for those 3 days. Yes, I know I have 5 days selected here, but it's only going to appear, it's going to expire on the 21st. And let's hit save. And then I want to change the category just to put it home. And then I'm going to hit save. Now when we do that, notice here, this is my monthly calendar. I only have these 3 right here. They're going to appear at 3 p.m. Easy peasy, no problem at all. If I want to make a modification to that schedule, I can edit the event. I did a right click there, edit this event, this and following events, all events in the series. So if I just say this event, for example, and I can go in here and I can just change the hours here. If I go to more options, now again, I can just see my hours. I don't see the reoccurring stuff here. Notice here in the very top, you're editing a single occurrence of repeating. Edit the series or edit this and all following events. That's usually what I select. And now I can go back in there. Now, I can't go back to never. Okay? So what happens if I did this on a mistake and I just have 1 day? Well, that's pretty easy. Let's go ahead and just click on this daily again. And, whoops, we didn't want to do that. Let's go ahead and click right here. And we can say instead, we clicked on weekly. Here, we want to say January 21st, but we only want to do it for 1 day. We're just going to change it to 1 day and hit save and then hit save. And now notice it's only on 1 day. Notice it still indicates that it's a reoccurring event, but it's really only doing it on 1 day. So that's pretty easy. If I want to delete the series altogether, I just click on it once and say all events in series, this and following events. So I'm just going to say all events in the series, and we'll see what happens. Okay? And it goes away. All right, so easy, right? So let's just add another one here. We're going to say pick up Joe again. And we're going to set that again to, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We're going to hit more options again. We're going to categorize it here into home. But we're going to leave it just like that. We don't want to do the recurring because that's a little bit much for us. We're just going to hit save. So we're good right there. Now, how do we duplicate this over these days that we need to pick up? We just do a right click on it. We say duplicate event. And then when it says, well, what day do you want to duplicate it to? I'm just going to say the 20th. I'm going to hit save. And it's going to copy all the attributes that I made here inside of this original. And again, right click, duplicate event. Where do I want to go? I want to go to the 21st, save. I don't have to do anything but just change the date, and notice now it's getting me the same result. How do I know the difference? Remember, there's a little arrow thing when we were on. You can rewind this video, but it's right here, and that shows that it's reoccurring. These are not reoccurring. So that's how you do that inside of Outlook. So let's go ahead and jump over to Google Calendar and see how we do it there. So Google Calendar is a little bit different for us. I've gone ahead and entered that event right here, pick up from school. Let's go ahead and click on that. And here, this has been copied over from our other calendar. So let's go ahead and just create a new one here. Pick up Joe. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And here it's just asking us at what time. We're going to add a time because it's a little different here. It defaults to all day. So we're just going to add a time here. We're going to say, that's fine. And then repeat. We can go ahead and say daily. But notice here, it doesn't really give us an option here on what days. What does that really look like? So we're going to click on more options here. And still, we don't really have a lot of detail of what we can do with this. So let's say weekly on Wednesdays, daily. Okay, so it's not quite as robust as the Outlook calendar, but I mean, it works. I can do it daily if I hit save. Now notice here it says Pick Up Joe everywhere, forever, right? So we're going to go ahead and open that up and click on here. And we're going to say daily. We're going to go to custom here. Now when we go to custom, we can say, hey, I want it to end on, all right, and then I can pick the date. So again, we did this on the last one. So if you just this all events, and we just hit go. Now, notice here it is right here. Pick Up Joe. Now these two, by the way, are copied over from my Outlook calendar, but because it automatically copies over. But here you can see we've just limited it down to one. You don't have the little indicator here, but it is a reoccurring. If you go in here and look, you can see daily until. So that indicates that it's still reoccurring. So not quite as robust as you get when you work with an Outlook calendar. You don't have the duplicate event. It's not quite as gooey as you would, honestly, as I would like it. When I select on here, I want to be able to say, okay, which days, repeat when, have lots of different options that I can do. Not so much inside a Google Calendar, but still, if that's what you're using, then that should be okay for you. So that is the basics on how to really schedule out or pick up, how to pick up Joe. This is really how to schedule out these meetings. Again, delete, and you can delete just one event. Remember, this is a single, so that's a downside. And then inside of Google Calendar, here, if we're going to delete this event, for example, we just do a right click, hit delete this and all events. So we're just going to say that. And then same thing with this. We're going to delete, and we can delete. So two different types of calendaring programs, but essentially they share very similar attributes.